G'day everyone, welcome back to the next month's edition of the calendar review, or preview I guess is probably a better term. It is obviously going into April 2024, which means that we've got a new month with a new set of events and new heroes and all of that fun stuff to take a quick gander at. So before we dive into the calendar, just got the usual housekeeping. So once again, thank you to Nick Dorr for his awesome work with the calendar. Month in, month out, provides the calendar, has a bit of a dive around in some of the APK to see if there's any information around the heroes of the month and such like that. So thank you once again, shout outs to you for your awesome work. And the second thing to just highlight again is that this is obviously all available on the PuzzleCombat community Discord server. So if you haven't already jumped aboard in there, please feel free to. It is completely free, it's anonymous and all of that fun stuff. Anyone and everyone is welcome to join. So not only is the calendar posted there, but there's discussions around heroes and emblems, and there's alliance recruitment pages and discussions around war and team and tournaments and all that sort of stuff. So jump in, it's as active as you make it essentially. So if you want to participate, you are welcome to, but if not, you're happy just to read and stuff. So yeah, let's open up the calendar and let's have a bit of a look. So straight off the back, we'll just have a look. We've got Thunk, the gold hoarding kingpin. So this information is out of the APK file. So there is some very basic artwork and basic information that is known about the heroes in the game files. But not much, very, very little. So we can probably tell that it's purple given the purple electricity around the baseball bat, I guess. Warfighter class from the looks of things, and then the skill is titled Superpowered Swing. Nekdu does have a note there that there is apparently an added Hero of the Month class, so no idea what that looks like, but obviously there's some kind of icon that's been attached to this hero in the APK file, which is giving him indication on that front. So we'll just have to wait and see. Hopefully it is backdated onto all of the old heroes of the month, because if not, that would be pretty arse of SGG to just make the new heroes better rather than expanding it out to all the old ones. So I don't know, I hope that they do the right thing, but you know, gut feel is that SGG aren't going to make that effort and it's just going to apply to the new heroes. So if that's the case, bit arsey, bit crap, but you know, we'll just have to wait and see. We've got no information at this point. We'll just wait and see what happens on April 1st when Thunk lands in the game. The other thing that's sort of carrying on throughout the entirety of April is the Springtech summon. So you can see the little bunny ears that goes throughout the entire month. So that finishes up on about the 15th of April, or realistically probably on the 14th of April. In SGG's timeline, because it'll end on the Sunday, and then that's pretty much it. So if you haven't already used your Epic Hero tokens, you still have some additional time to use them. Personally, I haven't used mine because I've got a couple copies of Hex from earlier in the month, so I've been hanging on to them just to see what the new hero of the month is like. And yeah, I would love Variant Pika is probably my pick of this portal. Even normal Pika, but you can't just summon the normal version, it's the normal and the variant form. So she's probably my pick of the portal. Hairwear is, he's okay. He's a bit slow. He was good at the time as a charge control hero when he was first released, but he's been left behind a bit by more modern ones. Who else is in there? Bunny Hop is okay. She's a decent sniper. Lepus is okay. I actually don't mind Lepus. He's not as good as his namesake in Empires and Puzzles, but he is still pretty good, all things considered. And Coney, oh yeah, don't worry about Coney, is the TLDR on her, but hopefully I'll be able to get the reviews out for all of those heroes in the next 2 weeks. But no guarantees, I am a little bit busy IRL and all of that. So yeah, first up into the month though, other than the Springtech portal, is the Manor of Legends event. Looks like the new hero win is Foley, and we've got the returning hero being Xander. This is a fairly fixed pattern. It doesn't jump around too much. It is there is a little bit of predictability about it. It's always the hero of the month from 9 months ago, as well as an older hero that tends to be in an ordered rotation as well. So Foley is pretty good, let's be real. He's got an AoE 3 silence, which is very powerful. His speed isn't too terrible, and he's got some okay damage as well. So pretty decent hero. Xander, on the other hand, is absolute hot garbage. He's a terrible sniper for red. He's got a max HP reduction, which is almost worthless. I think it's like minus 100 max HP, which completely unnoticeable. Like, you won't even feel the effect of it. So don't worry about Xander, but if you do get Foley, he's well worth leveling up. Following on from the Manor of Legends portal, we do have the Alliance event, Monster Island. It looks to be a new hero being added in, so we can see some artwork there. No real information about what they are or who they are or what they do beyond the artwork that's shown there. So we'll just have to wait and see what that's like. There are a lot of really good heroes in the Monster Island portal. If you haven't already, I have done a full review on each of the Monster Island heroes, so those are all up on my channel. And I'll probably link the playlists for each of these in the description of this video as well, just so that's all in the one place. Following on from Manor of Legends is the Undercover Gala. We've got Variant Stone and Variant Lillian are the two featured, so I am still hanging out for Variant Emma. It is literally going to be the last set of featured heroes before it goes back around. I just got the feeling since when I joined the game again. But Variant Lillian is a very, very good hero. She's the only elemental defense down blue hero, making her a War Machine specialist, as well as a very good supporting hero in raids with a blue stack. Variant Stone, I don't know too much about him other than that he still isn't much better than his base version, so yeah, better, but not really much better. So that's those two heroes. We've also got the Memory Stick event on the 8th and the Tack Mask on the 16th, with the Repelling Gear on the 24th, or thereabouts. There's no guarantees that it will be exactly that date. It could be a couple days before, a couple days after. So yeah, Undercover Gala. Again, no Variant Emma, so I'm still hanging out for that. I might do a couple little summons for Variant Lillian, just because she is actually the only elemental defense down blue hero. Pantera does increased damage against the strong color, but it's not the same as elemental defense down. Elemental defense down is much, much better. So yeah, following on from the Undercover Gala is the Mutant Mayhem challenge event. So this is the green eliminated event. It doesn't look to be any new heroes. We're expecting return of, Fungi and Equani, Venus, and all of the rest. So again, reviews are done for all of these heroes. Check out the description of the video for the playlist of all of those, and you can watch them as you wish. But yeah, another challenge event, so it's the 3 stages, or the 3 rarities of 10 stages per rarity. Yeah, cool. Moving on, then we've got the weekend off, following into the Neon City Thrills. Ghost is making a return based on the pattern, which is really great. She's probably one of the best, if not the best, blue hero in the game at the moment. She's got really good damage. She's got scaling defense down, which is so powerful, making her a War Machine and a raiding specialist. Second hero is Dr. Scorpion, who's, she's okay. She's not as good as some of the other yellow snipers, but yeah. She's probably, honestly, she's probably the best engineer class hero in the game. Which is probably saying more about the engineering class than it is about Dr. Scorpion. Actually, no, I'm going to take that back. I'm going to say second best, because I'm going to say the best is actually 8-bit. But yeah, so not a bad hero, but yeah, Ghost, very much worth getting a copy of it if you can. Even multiple copies, man. Like, seriously, having 2 or 3 copies of Ghost and being able to chuck them into different war attack teams is pretty powerful. Just for that defense down, if nothing else. So yeah. Following on from the Neon City Thrills is the Built for War event. It's, I don't know, I don't like the event itself. The weapons in the portal are actually really good. They have better base stats than most of the vanilla and the weapon of the months, and there are some really good perks in there, like the crit and accuracy. That one's really good. The damage over time effects, they all stack with other DOT effects, so they can actually, add up quite quickly. But otherwise, I don't like the event. It's a negative energy event, is essentially where it is. So you use more world energy than you get back as rewards, which I don't like personally. Following on from that is the Zombie Outbreak event. So 30 stages, no rarity restrictions, has the Molotov cocktail things. and the respawning zombie stones. So I don't mind the event. Heroes, they can be hit or miss. There's not really any heroes in the portal which you would call are standouts. There's none which I'd say are like A++ heroes. There's some good ones in there, but there's not any that are probably what you'd call game-changing heroes, which is a little bit sad, but in terms of the events, it's one you can probably do without summoning on if you've got a limited budget. So yeah, following Zombie Outbreak, we do have the Manor of Legends again. Parsec is the new hero of the month in, and it looks like we're seeing a return of Jocasta, which doesn't seem to make any sense in terms of a pattern, so that one might be one that comes out of the APK. But Jocasta is a hell of a hero. She is one of my favorite healers in the game. She is an absolute weapon on charged attack tournaments, because it drops every hero basically down to needing only 6 tiles to charge, or 3 ghosted tiles. So absolute beast for that tournament setting, and a very, very good healer even in her own right on all of the other ones. A hero of the month that I might add is like the 3rd or 2nd ever released to the game. But yeah, well worth leveling. Parsec, she's like a multi-hitter purple, so again, also worth leveling if you get a copy of her. And that ends the month. The start of the next month is the Mechanoid Menace, so that's the Alliance event. 30 stages, there is elemental restrictions across the 30 stages, but yeah, Alliance event number 2. Again, none of the heroes are what I'd probably call game changers anymore. There was a time when ones like Terminus were really, really good, but now there's some decent heroes, but none that are game changers. So in terms of the events where I would be, how should we put this? Preferential summoning events would probably be Neon City Thrills. That one would be way up the top. With the return of Ghost, that's a really good one, but there are some really, really good heroes in the Neon City Thrills. The other one would probably be Mutant Mayhem, and then the third options would be the Gala and Monster Island. Ones you can probably give a miss to are Zombie Outbreak, Mechanoid Menace are probably the 2 big ones. And then Manor of Legends is kind of sitting in the middle. There's some good heroes in there, but there's also really, really trash odds, is basically what it is. So in terms of bang for buck, Manor of the Legends, you're not going to get great return on your gold investment, whereas you're much more likely to get stuff that's good in ones like Neon City Thrills, Mutant Mayhem, are probably the best 2 portals to be summoning in, and Monster Island is probably the 3rd. Gala is if you are a free-to-play or cheap-to-play player, so you're not summoning much and you're not spending gold very often in the game, the Undercover Gala is your highest return portal. And the reason I say that is because the Gala, you get a variant and the base hero. Now that variant applies to all copies, or can apply to all copies of that hero you get. So you can have 5 Lilians already in your roster, summon 1 variant Lilian, and then you can level up the variant on all 5 copies of your Lilian. So that's why the Gala is the best value, particularly for players who their roster is predominantly going to be filled with vanilla heroes. So Undercover Gala is very much worth it if you are a lower spending player or no spending at all. So yeah, that's pretty much the month. I didn't mention the Dragster Kato is the returning weapon of the month. Garbage weapon, don't worry about using your tickets, it's not worth doing. It's got armor damage and added health, neither of which are valuable perks in the scheme of things. So yeah, that's where we're at for April 2024. So hopefully throughout the month you can get some good stuff. You know, as always with the portals, you know, the key takeaways as always, look for your highest value portals. Once you've done that, set your budget, don't exceed it. I recommend doing your budget for the entire month. So do like a net total number of summons that you might do for the entire month, and then you might start allocating them to one portal over the other sort of thing. And if you get something good in one portal, maybe you stop there and then reallocate some additional summons to a later portal. But yeah, very much worth setting your limits and sticking to them in terms of your summons, because I mean ultimately it's the same thing as gambling, right? You set your deposit limit and you stick with it, you don't go over it. But yeah, anyway, that's it for this review video, or preview video I should say. So I will post this up and it'll be published around everywhere, but as always, hopefully this is useful and you find it to be helpful. So yeah, as always, feel free, like the channel, subscribe, share the video around, and all of that sort of stuff. But yeah, I guess I'll catch you guys throughout this next month in the world of PuzzleCombat. So until then, good luck, stay safe, and happy gaming. Cheers, bye!